Hey look, it's the compulsory Ratchet and Clank game.
Hey!
There's been one in every single advent calendar so far.
Swear to God, you own every single one of these games.
Um,
And I've not played a single one. Woo!
I've
So
got...
I get to live vicariously through you.
Yes. Well, I'm sure you've got plenty of games that I don't have.
Yeah. Like Parasite Eve.
Yep, which I can't have because that never got released here, but okay.
You can't even get it on the PlayStation Network?
The European PlayStation Store for PS1 Classics is awful.
Huh.
We
Nice
get
hard.
the entire Disney game library and some bizarre like terrible racing games that no one has ever heard of, and it takes us years to even get Final Fantasy VII or Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. You really hate mushrooms, don't you?
Yeah, it's one of the things with Ratchet and Clank is pretty much everything is breakable, and it's just fun to run around smashing things, especially since you get money
Well, it doesn't
for it.
seem like the mushrooms are breakable. I mean, I don't like mushrooms, so I can understand, but still, what'd they ever do to you?
They just give you money when you destroy them.
Oh, okay, those ones are breakable, my bad.
Yeah. That's the thing, some of them are supposed to be, but some of them just didn't want to break. I don't know why.
Okay, Ratchet's the cat dude, right? And Clank's the little robot?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ratchet's called Ratchet because he's got that wrench,
Ah. Okay.
and Clank is a robot.
I was about to ask where Clank was, but then I saw him on his back. So it's okay, everyone. It's okay. We've located Clank.
He's basically Ratchet's backpack.
It's the best backpack in the world.
And when you can see me swimming underwater in these sections, this is literally the only game in which you'll ever see that health bar, whatever it is, breath bar.
There you go.
Yeah. Because later on in this game you get the O2 mask, which basically allows Ratchet to breathe underwater.
Wow.
And all the upgrades you get in this game carry on to all the later games. It's probably
really?
the only game series that does that.
Wow, that's pretty boss.
Yeah, if you watch Tools of Destruction, you'll notice that never once was there a breath bar underwater.
Mm.
And I pretty much started with the jetpack and everything. All of those are things you get in this game.
That's freaking awesome. I wish more games did that.
Yeah. It's unlike something like Metroid, where like at the beginning of every game, Samus
Oh,
has a
I lost all my
break.
gear again. Like,
Yeah.
gotta go get it.
Yep.
She needs to understand the wonders that is super glue. Just glue the shit on you. You don't gotta worry about it.
Yeah. It's like Metroid Prime. You start the game and oh, you've got all this stuff, and then all of a sudden you go into a lift and you get shot.
It's on a banana peel. Oh, it's all gone.
Yep.
I really hate that gimmick. It gets on my nerves.
I got some great bargains for you today.
Is he a frog or a lizard?
I only opened that store really to demonstrate that the voice of that thing in the store, it's the janitor from Scrubs.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That's amazing.
It's the same guy. Because I remember
I love that guy.
I remember
And I love
playing
that we
this
never learned his name.
Neil Flynn.
That's his character name?
That's the actor's name.
No, I mean the character.
No, we never learned his name.
Janitor. That's what I was talking about.
And I think I read somewhere that like the name badge he wears actually just says janitor, whereas it should be. So it's his name.
I think it would be even better if it went all Johnny the Homicidal Maniac and it was just different. It said something different every day, like every episode. Because Johnny always wears shirts where the logos change randomly for no reason.
Well, actually, that would kind of work with the guy's character due to the fact that he's
would.
kind of always kind of assuming new identities all the time, it seems.
Yeah.
Just to kind of mess with JD, but you know.
It's like every frame there'd be a different logo on his shirt. So it's like one of the cool things you pick up on while you're reading the comic. Just little nuances Jonah would throw in.
But yeah, getting the O2 mask in this is possibly the most frustrating thing in the world.
Oh, so they make you earn it?
Yep. Because before you get it, you have to go through this kind of this section where you're running through this corridor, and it's slowly filling with water, and you've got to get to the end of it before Ratchet drowns. And it's the most frustrating thing in the world. And I meant to fall off that ledge because I noticed these boxes. Honest.
Sure.
Yep.
Smooth. Is he supposed to be like a cat or a ferret or what?
He's a Lombax.
Lombax. Is that a made-up race?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what creatures it's supposed to be based on. I just think it's supposed to be a generic furry thing.
Kind of a lynx with a long tail.
And this was me deciding whether or not I should press the triangle button to buy the infobot.
Gadgetron infobots give you coordinates for new planets. Now that you have the infobot for planets,
I was about to ask what it was, but then I was like, I'll just read the subtitles.
Yeah. It's basically, it's the cutscene device. It shows you like where you're supposed to go next.
Oh.
And this is me demonstrating what the tutorial just
you can
told me.
also use your weapons
It's
in
kind of like
wrenching
breadcrumbs.
mode.
Ew.
And I was trying to figure out if there was a strafe button in this one. Around here. And the answer is no. There
Like
is
how
no
you
strafe.
slid crouch, that was amazing.
Yeah. I just find it I do find it annoying that this game doesn't have a strafe button because every other Ratchet and Clank game does.
Well, was this one of the first ones, or is it like in the middle somewhere?
This is the very first one.
Well, then there's your excuse. It's
But
the
they
first
learned.
one of the series. They're allowed to make mistakes the first time around.
The second one included a strafe button because I think they listened to loads of people complaining that you can't really avoid enemies too well. In some cases.
Just do some jumping and some shooting.
That's the thing, the shooting's really difficult because there's no strafe button.
Huh. Or maybe you're just not doing it right. Did you ever consider that?
The best weapon in this game as a result is the flamethrower. I think I demonstrate that later on in the video.
A lot of spray damage and stuff.
You can basically just run in a big circle and you just spray fire everywhere.
More Ring Around the Rosie. There's a theme
Yeah.
for this advent calendar.
Yes. So there wasn't really much of that going on in Wipeout.
Well, it's a big track that ultimately becomes a circle, so hello.
Well, there was the loop in the first
Yeah.
track, I suppose. That'll count.
No, you actually do use the screws and nuts and bolts and stuff as currency, right?
Yep.
It's not just score.
Yeah, it's basically the game's currency. And it's the entire series currency. This was me trying to get some secret thing, but I don't think you can get it yet. I think you need like the special underwater jet booster thingy.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
It's a scientific name. It's a genus and family and domain and all that.
That guy was shooting in the wrong direction.
Maybe he thought he was playing Duck Hunt, minus the ducks.
You're just shooting at a wall.
Yeah,
Maybe he was trying to shoot that
practicing. Why would you shoot a dog?
dog. The duck hunt dog.
Oh, yeah,
The one
he's
that
kind of
laughs
a
at
prick.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a dick.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he does. Was that like a piece of shrimp that fell? What was that?
Not sure.
It's a weird tubey shrimp thing. I was like, what the hell is that?
It's probably a bit of one of these robots.
It did not look like a robot bit. It looked like a weird mutated shrimp.
Maybe the
Like a
robots are
shrimp
made
baby.
of shrimp.
It's a shrimp baby from what's his face?
Darkseid 2.
Yeah. Freaking Mike.
I love what that thing turned into. You can tell that was the only thing in the game that wasn't designed by Geiger.
Yeah. That was Giger.
Or whatever. The guy who did the alien.
Crazy Swedish dude with the penis chair.
With the penis obsession, more like.
Yeah. Well, Elton John has a penis chair.
I'm not saying anything to that.
does. He got a custom carved wooden rocking chair with all sorts of penises carved into it. So like the armrests ended in penises. The rocky bits ended in penises. Like, okay. You have fun with that. Maybe not. Oh god, no! No!
What?
I shouldn't have said that. I meant like, okay, you may enjoy your chair, but even then that sounds wrong. We got penises all over it, and Elton John's gay! Bad!
But anyway, we have a ship.
Is it your ship?
It is now.
So, do you get to ride it around?
It takes us to new planets.
Woohoo!
Because I don't think Ratchet gets a permanent ship until Tools of Destruction. He keeps breaking them.
So he just kind of commandeers them from his enemies?
He kind of gets them as rewards and then crashes them.
Oh, good job!
You can kind of see it in the beginning of Tools of Destruction when he starts doing that.
Maybe he should let Clank drive.
But then he finally gets a Phelion who pretty much drives itself.
Oh.
So...
we could do that. Seriously, Clank could like interface himself into the ship and it'll be gravy.
I think
But
he
no,
does at times.
I want to drive.
I think this is where I just kind of dicked around in the menu for a bit.
Oh, you get to pick where you want to go?
Yeah, because we picked up 2 infobots. Obviously, I cut the cutscenes out, but...
So wait, the info box, are they kind of like quests then?
They lead you to the next places you need to go.
Do you have to go to every planet in the game, or are there some optional ones?
I think you have to go to most of them. But
So there are some optional ones.
Yeah.
Gravy.
There's kind of a few optional things here and there, like obviously it being a platformer, there's inevitably collectibles and stuff.
Yeah.
The gold bolts. You gotta speak to this hoverboarder who's crashed his ship.
I don't know what he is. It's like looks like something out of Toe Jam and Earl. Dude, some of these aliens do.
Oh, and this is me determined to buy this flamethrower.
What?
All the way back to the shop just to get the flamethrower.
He even looked happy for you too. He's like, yeah!
Oh, Ratchet gets very happy every time he gets a new weapon.
Bigger than him. How is he carrying it?
That's pretty much all the weapons in the entire series, to be fair.
How? Do you have like anti-gravity gloves that he wears to make them weigh less or something?
Probably.
Plot hole, I demand answers.
Oh, we got to destroy these sand sharks.
I'm disappointed, I would think they'd be bigger. They have feet! That is not a shark, that's friggin' things with feet.
Oh, and this is me demonstrating that flamethrower.
Running around the rooms.
Yeah, he's running around in circles.
Have you done like a wrench only run?
No. Although I have had people complaining every time I've used the wrench in Tools of Destruction. Like,
why?
Why are you using that? You've got loads of weapons, stop using that. I'm like, usually I use them on like smaller enemies, so I don't waste ammo.
This seems like... Can you upgrade the wrench? Please tell me you can upgrade the wrench.
Don't think you can actually.
Oh my god! This game sucks. Get rid of it now. You have to like spinners and little mini chain blades on it and stuff. It'd be amazing.
To be fair, like, all the other weapons in the game make up for that one.
I don't care. I want to be able to customize the wrench.
Who are you? Because you're obsessed with customization.
I am. Give me a game where I can decorate my housey house and anything else in the world and I'm happy.
Exactly. I don't think I've finished this whole quest because the timer ran out.
There's a timer? Where's the timer?
No, my timer. But I time myself making these videos.
I know that! You made it sound like it was in-game.
No, there's no timer for this quest.
Okay. So
I'm not sure if there is any timed quests in Ratchet & Clank.
Better not be. I hate timed quests.
Everyone hates timed quests.
Terrible. Terrible!
That and escort missions.
And QTEs.
Yes.
They're all the devil.
Yeah, there we go. I was just lost trying to find the remaining sand sharks.